So we are live.
We are.
Okay. Welcome to episode 24 of the Drunken Arcanauts D&D podcast, the Origins campaign. Right? I am Clancy. I am your DM. This is a 5th edition campaign, live stream / podcast. I'm going to do shout outs, then we're going to do introductions, then we're going to do the recap. So the shout outs, just to get through them, are Mitch D, Cole J, Ethan S, Jess S, Skate P, and Scotty Doesn't O. You guys most of you have been patrons for quite a while, which is crazy. It's been a lot of time now that we've been doing this. I'm always amazed when I look back at the various things we've recorded in what was essentially a shed with no air conditioning, recording back when we were in a slightly better shed, and then inside somebody's house that was super nice recording, and then the struggle to record after we split across the country, but you guys have been there the whole time, and we super appreciate it and hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. So let's do introductions, starting with Risky and his Risky special Coors on the Rocks drink. Let's hear those intros.
Hello, and welcome to Risky Special. I am Risky, and I will be playing Rotisserie, and I will be drinking a nice Coors Light on the rocks while I am playing the dirty, dirty bird of Rotisserie, who's a Aarakocra barbarian.
That was real weird.
Hi, I'm Relevant. I am playing Liza, a human bard, and I'm currently feeling a little uncomfortable being in the same room as Risky.
I'm Mark, a Tabaxi Ranger. I'm not drinking anything but water right now, and a little bit confused about where Liza is and Erdry's new girlfriend.
I'm Jay. I play Erdry. He specializes in getting people in trouble and then getting them immediately out of it. I have a new girlfriend.
What was her name again?
Full stop.
Or Bessie? What is that?
I don't even remember what I said, to be honest. Barisma or Barisa or I don't know.
Barissa.
Barissa.
Barisa. What the fuck does that even mean?
That means that she deals in low-grade beaver tranquilizer. One of my favorite throwaway lines.
I would tell you where that name came from, but I don't have a place of where it came from.
Came from the Lord himself.
Yep.
Okay.
You're Marcus.
So, recap. The party has made it back to the plane of Palm. They are then searching the island for clues. They realize that time has definitely leapt forward. Things are not as they were, and there's some changes to the island. The whole plateau has been turned into some sort of magical brick, and the rest of the island had some changes as well. There was a giant skeletal snake staircase. They found Rotisserie's trident, or not Rotisserie's, Dormarcus's trident, which then promptly disappeared. They found a town that had sprung up while they were gone, and the cult of Dormarcus. They also found a at least noble, if not royal-looking Tabaxi and his royal guard, and then tried to steal from one of the royal guard, who then revealed why he's a member of the Royal Guard, which is not because he's a punk-ass bitch. It turns out they're real dangerous. And then they decided they were going to get the hell off that island. That's the short version of what they just went through. So they were headed towards the docks to find passage, build a boat, steal a boat. You know, who knows what they're going to do. Find a time portal. Like, it could be anything. And we jump back to you guys.
So, Barissa, what's your story?
Don't answer
Once
that.
upon a
Just
time.
don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Oh,
You
sorry, honey.
It's weird.
You want to roll another
much-
deception check for me there, Barissa?
Oh shit. Yeah, there's no way.
$26.
26? Okay. Barissa is, as far as you can tell, just a homely dwarf woman who is dating Erdry suddenly.
How much did you pay her?
What do you mean?
She's a sex worker, clearly.
Excuse me?
Well, hold your farts in.
Guys, can we just let's just get to a boat. Do we have
Yeah,
any
we'll walk
idea
in.
where we're gonna start looking for DeMarcus?
Well,
Did we just trade Liza for the dirty dwarf?
No, I told you Liza's gonna be there.
Oh, so Liza and Barissa will be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get a girlfriend?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go down to the docks and try to find you a girlfriend.
The best place to find one.
I'd prefer one that's a little taller.
That's fine.
There's a homely looking chicken that is pecking its way across the road that gives Rotisserie an apprising glance.
There's one.
Well, I rolled a 7 for perception, so
You miss it. You don't notice.
fuck it.
Uh,
How am I rolling so bad?
so we went to the like that cult. We found a cult, and it's Dormarcus. Like everybody says their name is Dormarcus. They're like clearly modeled after him, and they're real weird. They got a
Okay.
little testy when I tried to find out what it was all about. But anyway,
Oh,
they said something. Rotisserie, where did they say he was again? He's like off in Egypt, trying to find it. He's trying to find probably us.
They said we're all Dormarcus.
So you guys went down there, talked to the people that know stuff, and found out nothing?
No, he's probably in Egypt. They
No,
didn't give
we
a
are
shit.
all Dormarcus.
He's
Yeah.
okay. So is he in Egypt or is he probably in Egypt?
They said he's
Probably
likely.
everywhere.
They said he's likely in Egypt trying to find his allies. But
I
they didn't
think
care.
everyone's named Dormarcus now.
Okay, guys. Okay. Let's get a ship, and I guess let's go to Egypt and try to find Dormarcus. Or do you want me to talk to them and actually find out real information? How confident do you guys feel?
Maybe Barissa could do it.
No, I think you got it.
So you're saying you're not confident with the information you have?
We'll go find Liza at the docks, and you can do your own thing if you want.
Why don't
If
you
you
guys?
need- You need more info than that, then
Why don't you guys come with me? You guys hang out outside. Do not take off on me, because literally, we do not have the skills to break up. We've proven that a lot.
we already talked to
What?
them, and we want to find Rotisserie a girlfriend.
We did fine.
Okay. No.
Those two got lost.
All right. Okay. Guys, just promise me one thing. Will you promise me one thing?
No.
Go down to the docks and only focus on him getting a girlfriend.
Yeah, sure.
What about Dormarcus?
I'm gonna go talk to these Dormarcuses to figure out where our Dormarcus is.
Oh, Lord Dormarcus is in Egypt.
Oh, he is? Okay, well,
Yeah.
cool. Let's go down and get a ship.
Girlfriend first.
And
we
we'll
did the
we'll see
girlfriend
about
thing
the
at the same
girlfriend
time.
thing while we're down at the docks. That's gonna be like that's gonna be second fiddle almost to what
Is
we're actually
height
doing.
an issue for you? Is that
Yeah.
a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You already got paid. Just
Well, I have some.
no. Didn't you tell her like restrictions on who to talk to?
No, let's go. And I start walking towards the docks. I'm over this dumb fucking shit.
I follow my boyfriend.
Seth, Rotisserie, you're following as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You guys get down to the docks. They're fairly busy. There seems to be a very large ship, which is probably at least a high-ranking naval vessel from the Clea military, if it's not just straight up one of their main warships. And on it, you can see the gnome kebab eating lizard staring over the docks. And at the head is a tabaxi, the same one from before, with a gold inlaid vest and some silk on. And he seems to be talking to the captain. They're getting ready to leave. Additionally, there are a number of other ships, a lot smaller ships that are all around, all getting preparations as well. It looks like it's common to make off at high tide because it's just easier to avoid all the obstructions. So they probably got less than an hour before they need to take off. This would be your best time to jump on board. Who knows when there will be this many vessels around again. The just feel of the crowd, the things you're hearing, probably it's quite a bit busier on the island right now than normal because of that royal vessel. They've had an influx of people who knew that this trip was coming and have just been trying to be there in case they wanted to buy supplies or specialty goods or anything. Other than that, I'm going to need a D20 perception roll from Brotisserie, and any of you may assist. The way I'm going to do that is if you roll above a 10, you add 2 to his roll.
Uh, 25.
Okay. Who else rolled above a 10?
Seth did.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. So 27. Brotisserie, you look around and you don't see any Aarakocra. However, you see a different kind of bird person, one you have never seen before. It is a graceful, tall, probably 8 feet tall stork person with a beak that's probably 4 or 5 feet long. Huge wingspan as she gracefully moves through the crowd. She's much taller than everything else around, and she seems to have a strange metal device in the shape of almost an L on her hip that you're unfamiliar with. You see her. That's probably the best looking prospect. Otherwise, you also detect a number of wharf rats, is what they're called. These are women who go from port to port working as prostitutes. There's some elves, there's some dwarves, there's one particularly haggard-looking Aarakocra that is, you're maybe a female Aarakocra. She's real haggard-looking. She has been at this work a long time, it looks like, but you don't know. That's what you notice in your girlfriend hunt.
I'm going for top tier.
Oh, okay. Top shelf for fucking gross Brotisserie. That makes sense. All right, what are the rest of you doing while Brotisserie swaggers his way up there?
I want to try to find a ship.
I'm looking for a ship that's not the royal ship going to Egypt.
Okay, so you guys looking for a ship. Are you splitting up to look for the ship?
I'll go with him.
Okay. Urgery, Seth, what sort of ship are you looking for? Give me an idea of what you're trying to pick out. There's probably 20 ships here right now. You don't know where they're all headed, but there's quite a few of them.
Probably something that is not so big it looks like it's part of the royalness, because I want nothing to do with that lizard, because eventually that spell is going to wear off. But something that looks like it's maybe full of tabaxi and, something that might be going to Egypt. Just kind of that type of thing. I'm not being super picky, more cared about the direction.
Okay. There's a vessel full of shifty, we'll say, looking tabaxi. That is where the really dirty Aarakocra is getting on, by the way.
Oh, good.
It's
Yeah.
a mid-tier vessel, so it's not like a particularly bad one. Definitely seaworthy, but they look like they probably deal in more illicit substances. Obviously, they deal in at least prostitution, but possibly drugs and smuggling. Could be smuggling people in without papers. Could be lots of stuff. They're sort of dirty, but the ship looks fine. It's just the people who look shady. Liza, what are you doing?
Who's Liza?
What's Barissa doing? Is she with Seth and Erdry?
She asks Rotisserie if he wants a wingman.
Is it Barissa or Brorissa?
It's whatever
But-
you want it to be.
Barissa.
Barissa.
Like, no, I don't want you to, like... Yeah, just stay there.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my boyfriend then.
Okay. By the way, on I rolled for my, I guess, the fuck, I don't even know. What role would that be for going to talk to her?
It's going to be persuasion.
Okay. Well, I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I hadn't called for you to roll yet.
I rolled as soon as I saw the hot
you know,
lady.
honestly, first thing, I want you to roll just to not trip over a board. Whatever your last roll was, we'll use that. That was a nat 20. So what'd you get for your persuasion just now?
For my persuasion?
Yeah, because the nat 20 is going to be not to trip over a board. That's what.
That means I walked
No,
over.
I'm just
Go.
kidding.
And I rolled a 15 plus 2 if it's persuasion.
I saw you get all excited when you rolled your persuasion. I was going to ask you to do something asinine and be like, well, I saw that good roll, good thing.
I will swagger the fuck up there if that's what you want me to do.
No. You get up there and you nat 20 to this stork woman. And she goes from literally disgusted. Like, as she turns around, she smells you and sees you and reacts viscerally to both. And whatever you say, she immediately gets over the smell inside of you and is like, I dig this bird. What do you say?
Hey.
Never had she met a bird of so few words. Every man who'd ever approached her had tried to impress her with his intellect, and yet you didn't even try. You knew she was smarter than you, and you respected it. And that turns her on. The stork person's sort of leans against the nearby boat and is like, "Caw."
I'm sure it's pronounced cock, but that's a little fast. I mean, I just said hey.
She apparently understands you, but she doesn't seem to speak the same language that you're speaking. She makes some whistles and clicks and begins to hum a tune, but she can't seem to make you understand what she's trying to say.
What?
Roll perception.
Oh no, that's what. 14.
You notice that she's handing you a small bag of gold, and she's nodding to the royal ship. And then she drops that in your hand, winks, and flies up to the ship. She's looking down at you.
I'm gonna fly up to her as well with my gold.
Okay. Takes you back to her room. You guys have weird bird sex.
Do I need to roll for that?
You can roll athletics for me.
Fuck yeah. That's a 20.
You rock that stork bitch's world.
Yeah.
She is happy that she paid for a high-class hooker. And
Yeah.
How much gold did I get?
you got 150 gold for that.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
hell
And
yeah.
then she gives you a 25 gold tip and a card. The card, you can't read the text on it, but you're pretty sure that Seth will be able to read it. And she seems to be some sort of royal scribe, would be your estimate. But she quickly ushers you out the door and sort of gestures for you to get off the dock. And we'll say it was like 45 minutes that you were busy with all that. The rest of you,
She get me off the ship? Or
yeah,
just
she's
push
trying
me
to get you to go off the ship before anybody sees you.
I kind of want to try to sneak, or I don't know, pretend I'm going off the ship, but I would like to stay on the ship.
Okay.
If that
Roll deception?
Sure. That's a 4.
She
I
sees
believe
where
it.
you walk around the corner and you stomp as though you're walking farther away. And then you turn and look back around the corner and she's still just sitting there staring at you. And she's like, "Squaw! Squaw!" Like gesturing like, "Get the fuck off the ship. Hurry."
Sky.
She holds her hands in the air and just goes back into her cabin and locks the door.
Is anyone else there?
You don't see anybody immediately.
Is there anywhere to hide?
There's barrels. There's lifeboats.
What about the crow's nest?
There is a crow's nest.
But would someone see me going up there?
I don't know.
Okay,
You're
I'm gonna roll.
A giant human.
I rolled 22 for perception to look around for people.
Oh, from where you're at, you can see there are 15 crew members on the deck. There's 2 people in the crow's nest. There is 6 people up at the front of the ship. And you're up in the top back part of the ship. It's a big ship. There's like 2 hallways with rooms. And with that many people down there, there's probably guards wandering around up here that just haven't come by yet.
I'm just gonna walk down into the bottom of the ship.
Into the hole.
Yep, like I belong.
Okay.
Just strolling along.
You get some real weird looks from different crew members. You want to roll deception again?
Ooh, that was a 19.
Okay. The crew members generally are just like giving each other looks and looking away. They seem to have seen you come on with the stork lady, and so they're letting it slide for now. But they know you shouldn't be leaving with them, would be the impression you're getting. But they're not stopping you. They're letting you wander.
Well, then I'm gonna look around the ship
Okay.
while I'm strutting.
Surgery.
Yeah.
Seth. Veranda. This is
Not Miranda.
45 minutes prior. You have about an hour to leave before you hit low tide, and a lot of these ships are gone. So, what are you doing in the 45 minutes that Brotisseries dicking around, literally?
I personally want to keep looking because that ship makes me feel like there's some human trade stuff going on, and Erdry's been down that road. He's not interested. He wants to
Urge
keep
is not a
looking.
human. I want to ask how much it would be for how many of us are there? Four of us to go where they're going. Hopefully Egypt.
on the Shifty boat.
Yeah.
They look you up and down, and they look over Barissa, and they're like, she won't trade for much. I guess if you just want passage, it'll only be 40 gold apiece.
Oh wait, there's actually 5 of us, right, Erdry?
Yeah, there's definitely 5 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe shit.
How long until you guys cast off?
We're out of here in 30 minutes, 45 minutes at the most.
Okay, we'll be right back. We gotta find our friend.
Okay. Are you looking for another boat, Urgery?
Yes.
Seth, are you looking for another boat, or are you looking for Brotisserie?
I was gonna look for Liza, but I'll just go with Erdry, and we can look for another one because I don't love going on that ship, but it's nice to know that it's not that expensive for us to go.
Okay.
Did
Looking
no one
around.
see
Are you,
Brotisserie go?
what's that?
Did no one see Brotisserie go?
No.
Oh,
No, they do not know where you are.
suckers.
So you guys start looking at another ship. We'll say 10 minutes on that first one. So you got a little bit of time still. Are you going ship to ship? Are you looking for distinguishing features again? You did Tabaxi. That was the main ship that had Tabaxi on it. What else would you be looking for?
I'm just kind of like going up and asking them where they're going.
Okay.
I'm looking for ships that are going to Egypt.
The first one is going to the Klee Empire. One of them mentions that they're going to Vos, but they'll make stops along the way. You finally hit one that's going to Egypt. It is crewed entirely by dwarves, and it is the old dwarves from the tavern.
Hell yeah.
And they're staring at Barissa, and you can hear them under their breath like, "Oh, that's a fine lassie." Ah! They seem to be into Barissa quite a bit. They're like, "You looking for passage? Yeah."
Yeah.
Hey,
Do you like her beard?
she's
It's pretty
taken.
good for a woman, huh?
Oh, it's thick and hairy. We love it. They're like, they seem excited, and one of them leans in and whispers, "I'll knock 20 gold off if she's got her leg hair braided."
I don't know if she does. Also, I don't think she'll be coming with us. In fact, there's going to be a human in her place, if that's okay.
They all seem dejected, and they're like,
Well, I mean, it was the woman from the bar that was playing the lute, you know?
she was a real ice queen. I don't know.
I'll pay an extra 10 gold for her.
Okay, fine. It'll only be 70 gold apiece.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you're going to
80 for the ice queen, though.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Okay. And you'll be sharing a cabin.
Ah, fantastic.
And there they go. Deal. We set off in 20 minutes.
Great. We'll be here.
Okay. You guys are hanging out on the boat?
Yes, I'm staying put.
Okay. What are you doing while you're on the boat? Anything in particular?
I am trying to keep an eye out for Brotisserie. I'm like standing up as high as I can, looking down the docks.
I'm looking around for Liza, just from the boat, see if I can look every which way to see where Liza is.
See, Seth does like
Eventually, I don't know when, but it's the spell's an hour long, so eventually she'll just turn back to herself.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's going to be right about the time that you guys are setting sail.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes-ish.
Oh shit! I need to go up to Seth too. Hey, Seth. Seth.
Yeah. What?
Barissa is Liza.
What? What are you talking about? That's not Liza. That's a gross
don't
dwarf.
It is. I had to cast a spell on her because she decided to try to rob some dude who could murder us in one move. Like he was insane. So I had to turn her into someone she wasn't. She'll turn back here soon. It'll be fine.
Oh, so now you never get to give me shit about doing stuff when the party splits up?
She did it, not me. It was her. I had to save her life.
Uh-huh. Bad shit happened when the party split up, and it wasn't involving Brotisserie or Seth this time.
Right. It was involving Liza again, and I had to save her again.
He encouraged it.
She'll
Okay.
turn back in a bit, though. But we really do. I don't know where Rotisserie is.
Brotisserie, you are in the hull of this ship. What are you looking for?
My friends.
Roll me perception to look around because you were looking for something down there, right? Just anything
That's
interesting?
a 4.
4.
Plus 6. I got a 10.
A 10. There's some crates of food. There's various crates of goods. There's a bunch of crates that are made of a much, much nicer wood. These look like they probably have more precious items in them. They're not locked necessarily, but they're like nailed shut. You could take some time to dig through them if you were interested.
What if I hacked at him with my double axe?
You could probably reduce that time severely.
I will do that real quick.
Okay.
Oh God.
Roll a weapon attack.
That's a 23.
You break it open. Onto the ground spills a bunch of different things. There's some little golden plates, like actual dinner plates that are like painted gold. There's cutlery. There's a bunch of like vases. 2 of them shatter as they hit the ground where you cut it open. However, additionally, within one of the vases, you find a very, very fine woven golden, you would almost call it a linen, but you can tell it's a metal fiber coat. It's like a ringmail coat made out of a super strong metal fiber.
I'll grab that and then look for my friends.
Okay, so you snag that as 2 guards come down. These are not royal guards. However, they are very definitely not punk guards, each with halberds, and they are leveled, and they're searching. They don't spot you yet, but they're searching the hole for you.
Are they in my way?
They're in the way of the stairs you came down. There might be another set of stairs out. There's might be other ways out as well. You don't know. You haven't looked for that.
Can I look for that?
Roll perception for me.
That is a really good roll. That is a whole 9.
There's a whole back half of the boat with stuff that maybe would let you out. You haven't looked at it yet, so you look over there and you say, I could
Ladies,
maybe go over there.
Lady Stork wants this linen stuff. I'm just gonna walk up, holding it up for the
Deception.
guards while I. Oh fuck! Shit!
21. Really?
Yeah. I rolled a 19.
They immediately go to attack you and then hesitate as your lie slips out so smoothly. The level of confidence that you have established just walking down here, followed by leaving, implies that maybe that's true. It's at least true enough that they don't want to upset Lady Stork. And they let you by, but one of them begins to go farther back, and you begin to hear shouting, "The crate!"
I'm gonna run.
And they both come running up behind you. You get to the top of the deck. Where are you going?
I am gonna fly and get away from the ship.
Which direction are you flying?
Up.
Towards the dock area.
Okay, you're going to go, we're going to call that south.
Okay.
You're flying south. Urgery, Seth, as your boat is starting to take off from the dock, you see a big dirty bird come flying, squawking his way off the royal ship. And behind him, there are 4 guards shouting from the edge of the ship. And then you see your friend, the royal guard, turning a ballista from the mast around, aimed at Brotisserie. What are you guys doing at this moment as he's spinning it around?
How far away is all of this?
Brotisserie is 100 feet away from you guys if he was on the ground, but because he's in the air, he's like 250 feet away. That ship is probably about 100 feet away from Brotisserie, and the ballista's farther down on the end of the ship, so it's like 150 feet.
How long do we have until he's in range of 120 feet?
2 rounds.
Shit.
Yeah, I can go at.
Liza reappears as Barissa disappears.
Barissa.
Liza, get down just in case, because that royal guard's still around. Just hide for a bit.
Ooh, that reminds me.
I'm still calling her Barissa.
Urgery, roll me perception.
Where are you? Perception 24.
He sees Liza, the royal guard. And that ballista is spinning around.
Towards us?
It's probably still going for Brotisserie. Probably. You don't know for sure.
And he's 100 feet away?
Brotisserie?
No, the guy. How far away
is about 300 feet from you guys.
Okay, so I am going to, at Brotisserie, just shoot a flare in the air to get his attention.
Brotisserie, what are you doing? You see a flare blind you for a moment as it shoots past your back, I assume.
I see where it came from.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Oh, well, then I will go for that ship.
Okay. Are you doing anything in particular in your flight? Are you going to dash?
Can I dash while I'm flying?
I will let you roll athletics to dash.
Ooh, that sounds very nice of you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a nat 20.
Oh, perfect. Wings in like the falcons you've heard of. Dive at the ship, reaching very quickly the highest speed you've ever reached, including your time on that little rail cart. Seth, did you do anything?
I went to ask somebody as quickly as I can. How long until we leave? When are we leaving?
The ship is leaving as you guys did this. The ship was pulling away from the dock.
That's all I was doing.
Show me fog cloud.
I can't. It's too far.
That's a nat 20. You got to do it.
Everything's too far.
I just wasted
fog cloud now.
So Seth looks around and then goes and talks to somebody like, "Are we leaving?" Or the ballista is going to take and fire its first shot at Brotisserie. Luckily, it has disadvantage.
Yeah, because I'm dope.
That is a 16 to hit.
Ah, fuck no.
The bolt flies past you. As you feel the wind past your neck, you recognize that bolt is probably like 150 pounds of bolt. If that had hit you, it would have hit you hard. And you can hear ever so quietly the wind of another bolt being lined up. You are now within about 60 feet of the boat. I assume you keep diving. How many feet away are you going to spread your wings out to slow your descent so you don't just, die?
How fast am I going?
You're going extremely fast. You don't know the number of miles per hour or anything.
I can't do the bird calculus.
I'll let you roll 1 int check to see what your bird calculus comes up as.
Ooh, that's a good 7.
Your bird calculus says you should probably open your wings before you hit the boat.
Okay, that's my plan. Is like, yeah. What about the height of my friends? I'm gonna spread my wings
Oh God.
for a big old hug.
Are you actually trying to hug somebody?
No, but I'm going for the dramatic landing.
At it. You're actually going to make it to the boat before the next shot hits, but it's going to fire as you make contact with the boat. Urgery, Liza, Seth, you each have an action as Rotisserie opens his wings before he makes contact with the boat. What are you guys doing? The ballista is aimed directly at the group of you. Probably at Rotisserie, but from where you're standing, it really just looks like it's pointing at you.
It's okay. It's not like he's a royal guard.
True.
Yeah, Doof is a royal guard.
True. He is eventually one day. And then his story just ends. I am going to
Hit the deck.
try to shoot flare at him to try to blur his vision to mess this shot up.
Shoot flare.
22.
22. Seth, what are you doing?
Seth's not going to do anything. Seth's just going to stand there, shake his head. What the fuck is going on? Seth's not going to cast Fog Cloud because it will either just follow us or it's only a 20-foot radius, so we'll be out of it, away from it, and it won't help us in 5 seconds.
I will allow you to increase the spell slot to triple the radius of Fog Cloud for each higher spell slot you do. So 3 times for 1 up and 9 times for 2 spell slots up.
Ooh.
Well, then, hell yeah, I'm using Fog Cloud 3 times.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell
You're gonna Okay. So 60-foot radius Fog Cloud.
yeah.
Okay. Fog cloud appears. A flare shoots out of it immediately. Honestly, it works well. It's like with regular lights and fog, it just turns into a wall. You can't see anything through it because all the light is on the other side of the fog now. You have a very well lit fog, but nothing on the other side of the fog is visible at all. Liza, what are you doing?
I hit the deck.
That's wise.
Just punch it.
Okay. Rotisserie. Roll me athletics to hold your wings out.
While he's doing that, I just want to look over at Seth and go, dude, oh, hell yeah.
24.
24. Okay. So the speed you're going, if you did not open your wings at all, it was going to be 35d6. For each athletic point you roll, we'll reduce that by 1d6. So it's 11d6 left after the 24 for your athletics.
I've been there, Rotisserie.
Oh, I know. You were just that fucking red smear.
You're about to do the same.
No, mine's a feathery red smear.
True.
D6.
Huh?
That's all my D6.
Okay. Oh, you said 11?
Yep.
Ooh, that's not bad. I at least got 2 ones on there.
List them out.
All right, that will be 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3.
Okay.
And that's 7.
Yeah.
So you got 17.
Fuck you. God damn it. 6, 6, 5, 3.
Also been there.
Fucking hell.
Okay, you're going to take 37 damage as you slam into the deck, arms outstretched. It could have been much worse. It could have been much, much worse. If you hadn't opened your wings, you'd have taken 35 if you rolled all ones. So, you know, it's good news. You slam into the deck, a bolt flies past your head and embeds itself in the far side of the ship, and the ship rocks. The railing is apparently much stronger than it looks. This is not just a regular old ship. It apparently has some enchantment in it, because that should have splintered the railing. Instead, the ship just leans about 30 degrees in the direction the bolt hit it, as it takes the impact and doesn't splinter at all. But you are all within a fog cloud and cannot see out of it. And you hear the captain shouting like, "Where does bloody fog come from? And what the fuck was that?" And they're sort of shouting and yelling. And the sails open up and they begin to move. And the fog cloud matches with you guys. You are in a bank of fog, and the captain doesn't seem to have a way to see out. And they seem to be very irritated by that. They're trying to get out of the fog bank and are doing everything in their power, including you hear some yelling and then heave-hoing as people down in the basement are being forced to paddle.
So, do we know how to get the fuck out of here? Where'd the fog come from? Is that you again?
Yeah,
Seth?
you're welcome.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, it's bad right now, but it got you not killed.
Yeah,
A
but
bolt flies through the air and slams into the boat again. They're shooting blindly.
Okay. I don't know much about sailing.
I know one thing about bolts, and I lay on the ground so I can't be smacked.
See?
Liza's already down there.
Hit the deck.
Hey, Barissa, do you have
Well,
any like wind
What do you know about
spells?
bolts?
That you're gonna get killed if you keep standing up.
Fuck. Okay. I'll lay down.
As you lay down, a bolt flies over your head. This one misses the tops of the railings on both sides, and you hear it crash into a rock face behind you, some 100 feet off. The cranking sound stops for a minute. It seems that they're coming up with what they want to do. Since that last shot missed entirely, they don't know if it was too high, too low, if the ship's already past where they're shooting. This fog cloud is keeping them from hitting, but it's also letting them know like you're somewhere in the fog cloud. So the captain's still cursing, but it's picking up speed, and you see the deck flash a slight blue color, and the boat starts to pick up a lot of speed. Wind is generated in the sails, and wind that you can't feel, but you can see the sails just whoosh as the ship begins to take off. And they're cursing, and they're pretty angry for the most part about the ship firing on them for no reason. These dwarves are running around. The rowing is going. And then another bolt hits the ship. And I want you all to roll perception. This one was lower. It hit the hull.
Ooh, I actually rolled decent. That's
I
a
didn't.
24.
Me too, 24.
Okay, Liza?
Mm, 24.
Oh,
What?
okay, Team 24. You hear the telltale sound of splintered wood. This bolt apparently managed to actually embed itself rather than just bouncing off of the ship. But you also hear the sound of a chain hooked to it.
I'm
Shit.
going to immediately jump off the
boat.
jump off the boat, but along the ship, so I'm not going to get lost in the fog, and look for that bolt.
Okay, roll perception again.
That is 21.
21. You can find the chain. You can hear it clink, 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 clink. A very regular clink, 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 clink.
I'm
As
going
though
to pull
something is
something out of
hitting-
that pouch.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me pull it up. No. Nope, not that either. Man, I'm having a hell of a time finding it.
Ooh.
There we go. Okay. Roll a d20.
Nope. Oh, shit. That went across the room. Okay. Anyways. Oh, fuck. That's a 4.
4. A flaming brand comes out.
Okay, fuck this shit. I'm going to just throw it in the water and then reach for the pouch again.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? That's your first one, Brotisserie. Beth, Erdry, Liza, are you guys just staying on the deck? Erdry, you didn't hear the chain, but you saw Brotisserie just be like, ah, and leap off the side of the ship like a fucking crazy bird.
I'm gonna get up and look over.
You can hear where Brotisserie is shouting, "Pocket brand!" And you see him pull a brand out and then throw it in the water. And he is standing on top of a ballista bolt that's probably a foot wide, connected to a chain where each link is probably at least 3 inches thick.
It's a foot wide?
Yeah.
Holy
This
fuck.
is a siege weapon.
I'm staying down.
I'm gonna get back down and crawl over to Liza. And
Look
I'm
over-
not, hey, I'm not abandoning anything. I'm just, I'm working a plan here. Liza, you remember how that one time we were on a ship and we all almost died when you could have breathed water or whatever?
Yeah.
Maybe prepare that pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a feeling we might have to jump off this ship.
Seth,
Um,
like, can you fog cloud within a fog cloud?
Seth has got something he can do if we end up in water, but at this point, there's absolutely nothing Seth can do.
Okay. Brotisserie, what do you roll on your next pocket?
17.
17. Pocket strand. You pull out a strand of horsehair. Rolled a 2 on my check for how good your strand was going to be.
I will wrap it around there and throw it in the water and then grab another item.
Okay, Erdry. What are you doing?
Does this seem just like a civilian ship, or does it seem like it's got any weapon, like cannons or anything?
You don't see any cannons, but you know for a fact that the magic powering the sails, the strength of the deck, this is no just civilian ship. This is something more.
I'm going to go search for the captain.
Okay. Seth, you're still waiting? You're just preparing in case you guys hit the water?
Yeah, I'm saying, Barissa, is there something you can do? Like, what are they doing over there?
It's
Like,
not Barissa.
can you cast something?
How far away is Urgery and Rotisserie from Liza?
Rotisserie is right below you. If you leaned over the railing, you could boop him on the head.
But so he's like, if feet wise, like 30 feet.
Oh,
less
he's
than 30?
much less than 30 feet. He's like within 8 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Well, how far is Urgery from me?
Urgery is probably 15 feet away as he's searching for somebody on the boat.
Okay, I'm gonna cast water breathing on all of us. It has a
Okay.
30-foot range.
You guys all get water breathing.
Oh, that's helpful.
The clink, 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 clink. You now recognize that sound on the chain is somebody running across the chain.
Oh shit.
What are you doing with your third and likely final attempt to do something before whatever is on the chain is at you?
So did I yell out pocket strand? Okay, so I want to try to yell out pocket saw when I roll.
Okay.
Pocket saw. That's a 18.
18. You try and say saw, but instead you merely say tanned. And as you pull your hand out, your fist is glowing with an extreme bright white light.
I'm gonna touch the fucking chain with it.
I will suggest you make an attack with it.
Fuck. What bonuses do I get?
It's a melee attack. You can use your axe or your hand.
Oh. Okay, so that will be 14.
14 against what?
The chain? What?
Okay. I mean, so you're standing on the javelin.
Yes. And
But
I want to
there-
hit the chain that's connected to it.
Okay. You're going to hit the iron chain.
Yes.
So you swing the axe at the iron chain, and you hit it hard, really hard. And light pours from your hand down your axe, and a blaze of blinding white light appears, and the water underneath there literally boils. The javelin cracks from the amount of force on the chain right at the end of this wooden javelin that you're standing on. But the chain mostly handles it, as it's an iron chain that's multiple inches thick.
I didn't know the javelin was fucking wood.
Yeah.
Jump.
I thought it was a
Rotisserie.
giant. You said it was a fucking foot thick.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know it was wood.
It is wood. Would you rather attack the javelin knowing it's wood?
I would have straight up just fucking beat at the wood with the fucking axe from the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
As a retarded chicken. Not a great plan, but that's what the retarded chicken would have done.
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, he seems really intent on getting something to deal with this chain. That's my bad. I didn't say it was wooden. I did tell you it was heavy. I didn't say that it was wooden. So you are slamming it into the wood, and you crack the area where the chain is looped through and snap it through. The chain begins to fall into the ocean. And with the blinding light that fires out of your axe, a figure is illuminated on the chain. It is about to leap over you when the light shines, and it forces it to stumble back. But it doesn't lose sight of the ship as it hits the water, and you see it quickly trying to swim its way to the ship. However, the ship lurches forward, freed of this chain, and is quickly racing through the water. So we're back off of initiative order. Everybody can act whenever you act. This thing is swimming, or this guy is swimming at the back of the ship at the same rate the ship is moving forward. So he's not getting any closer. Brotisserie, are you staying on the javelin, or are you flying back up?
The javelin's broke.
Yeah, the back end of it's broke off.
Okay, but I could see the figure in the water.
Mhm.
I have one hand axe that's not my double hand axe that I will just chuck at him.
Okay. Roll a range attack.
Nat 20.
Fine. You hit him. Roll damage. Double it.
Well, the hand axe is just a D6 plus 10.
Just plus 10.
Oh, but that's a 6. Oh,
32
and actually,
damage from X.
wait, I got something for crits.
You did, didn't you? I
You
think you
can
roll an
make a-
extra.
Okay, so I have an additional weapon die damage on a melee. That's melee, is not ranged.
I'll let you use it for this.
Okay, since it's a fucking D6. No, it's a 1.
All right. 34 damage. You throw the hand axe, and as you see it sailing through the air, you notice that the figure is pulling itself on top of the water to run. It seems to have cast the ability to walk on water on itself. And it begins to charge as your hand axe hits it right in the fucking skull. And it knocks it out of concentration. And it drops back through the water. And you guys leave it in your dust. Well, in your wake, I guess is more appropriate. As the ship hits the big ocean and tide is going out. The other ship didn't leave on time due to all this and will be stuck until the tide comes up again unless it wants to risk the reef. You probably have time to make some distance before that other ship leaves, maybe a full day.
I'm gonna do the bird flip off. Not the Erdry flip off on when we did the tidal wave thing, because that was bad luck.
Yeah.
I want you. Well, no, you don't need to roll anything. What's your AC?
18.
18. One of his swords hits you in the arm as he throws it when he sees you flipping him off. But that's not going to be that bad compared to all the different crazy attacks. Let's see here. That is only going to be, it's only 13 damage.
No, that's not bad. Do I have to do like a deck save or anything?
Nope. He slams the sword into your arm, and you go to pull it out, and it disappears, and you see it back in his hand as he's treading water, and his eyes are narrowed as you fade into the distance. And you're flipping him off with your injured arm, I assume, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, of course you are. And you guys have made it away.
What's with these disappearing weapons? I gotta learn that trick. I like that.
Guys, I don't feel that good.
From what?
I'm well.
Being Barissa?
Oh, thanks for the water breathing. Like, I'm glad you cast that spell when we're not in the actual fucking water.
It was just in case.
Oh, okay.
What,
Thanks.
you don't have any sort of PTSD from prior events?
Yeah, where it would have been helpful.
Oh my gosh,
Like-
rotisserie, go eat an ass.
Already done.
Gross.
And I got paid for it.
Wait, you found a girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
Well, Erdry doesn't have a girlfriend either.
I mean,
So the fog cloud is continuing with the ship. Are you going to release the fog cloud so they can see where they're going, or are you
Yeah.
going to keep it on you? Yeah?
It can go away.
Okay. Are you letting them know that you controlled that?
Nope.
Okay. They finally shout they're happy about their good fortune, and they come back and they're like, we probably said something uncouth to the royal fellows over there, but we didn't think they'd take it that hard. That stork was mighty fine, I tell ya.
Yeah. Praise
Royals.
Dormarchus.
And they're like,
Royals.
cultists.
So dramatic.
Well, I mean, you don't want to anger the gods and stuff.
Yeah, true.
I'll just turn away, uncomfortable with the religious turn this conversation has taken.
Who the fuck who do you think Dormarchus is? I'm just gonna talk to like a random person on the ship.
You talk to the first mate, who is gonna be an elf fellow. And he introduces himself as Bobby. He shakes your hand and he says, well, I think that Dormarchus is here for all of us, really.
Are you his enemy?
Well, I'd like to be his enemy someday, but the strong earn enemies, and as much as I like Dormarchus, I don't think I've earned him as my enemy, so he can't earn me as his.
Where is Dormarchus?
Oh, he's in everything. The blades I make, the words I say, the rain and the wind. Oh, Dormarchus is everywhere.
Is he in Egypt?
Yeah. I have not heard that they have banned the worship of Dormarchus there.
What about banning Dormarchus as the armless man?
What?
He was a man, right?
No.
I mean, he was an orc male.
Oh, orc. Dormarchus orc.
I mean, they don't really like orcs in Egypt. They're not banned, but people have preconceived notions, and they apply them. You know, it is how it is.
Where's Lord Dormarchus?
Oh, the Lord Dormarchus. Well, they say he went to Egypt quite a while ago. I fancy that. You're just asking about that. That's funny.
How long ago?
Oh, probably a year and a half back, I'd say. He's searching for his true enemies, apparently. And they think that the temples there in Egypt could be channeled to do stuff for things. I don't really know much about it, but Lord Dormarchus sure seemed to think that something there was right.
Things. Who's his true enemies?
Oh, a legendary group, they say.
What do they say?
Oh, there's apparently a white lion, fierce as the night sky when it rains and thunders, who could never be defeated by anyone because he was so fast like lightning. A diva, a singer, one with the lungs of a goddess herself. A shadow in the night, deadly as the viper's poison, and worst of all, the shithawk. The true enemies of Dormarchus. Most people of the Dormarchi faith choose an enemy of them. It's a common act of how you become an adult in Dormarchi, as you say, my enemy is most closely aligned to one of the four. My enemies are usually most closely aligned to the great diva.
Oh. Okay.
He's like, I bet your enemies are, well, I mean, don't take offense. A lot of people get offended when you suggest it, but you look like a shithawk kind of fellow, if I'm being honest. And that's not speciesist. I'm just saying, like, you kind of look like you were probably running rough circles who aren't particularly refined and smelly, possibly. I'm not. That sounds mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I know you're unfamiliar with the faith. It's really not that bad.
Well, I haven't had a bath in a while.
Yeah, that's perfect shithawk material right there.
Mm-hmm.
Bed.
Mm.
Bed.
I'm also not a hawk, you fucking racist.
No. You're not. You're the Eric Croker. I know you blokes. They say the shithawk may have been an Eric Croker. Or possibly a Kenku.
A what?
A Kenku. There's a lot of rumors that discussions around the shithawk center often around what type of shithawk he was. A lot of people seem to think that he was an Aarakocra, but I'm in the camp that he was a Kenku. And the reason they think he's so stupid was because he couldn't talk. He was really brilliant and just a Kenku, not just a big dummy. That's my thought.
I don't know. I think I'm in the Croker big dumb bird camp, personally. And I'm going to stare at Proteus in the eyes.
What happened to them?
Nobody knows. Lord Dormarchus just says that all enemies are all he has because friends all die and leave.
Huh.
He won't speak much else about him, but it's implied that this event may have been why he calls enemies friends and friends enemies.
I doubt that.
Huh. All right.
So did you just call every bird person a shithawk?
What? No, you look like a shithawk fellow. No, honestly, and he points at an Aarakocra painting, or not painting, we'll say Aarakocra tapestry that's sort of like hung up in a nearby room. And he goes, I got that from me best friend, Finch. Old Finchley. He's an Aarakocra.
Finchley?
Yeah, old Finchley.
So you just came up with the first bird name you could think of as your friend. I'm gonna get real intimidating.
And he's like, I didn't know it. Okay, I'll be honest. We're more than friends. We love us.
I'm just gonna start playing my lute. I rolled a 30.
You're dating a Finchling?
Rotisserie, let's just take it down a notch, man.
No.
Like,
Do you know what it
crew
takes
member
to...
runs in and shuts the door. And he seems to be sobbing behind the locked door.
Do you know how hard it is to date one of them?
one of who?
You okay?
I'm
I'm
just gonna go sit by the door.
I'm just asking what, like, when I Rakoka? What
No.
are you? Oh,
Just I understand now.
okay. All right. Hey, Liza, are you good at
What?
drawing by chance?
I mean, I don't know. I've never tried, but I can try.
That doesn't instill confidence. This is
I mean-
this is pretty serious. I need to know. What about you, Seth? Are you good at drawing?
I am great at drawing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking lying.
Okay. I need both. Actually, you know what? I'll give both of you a chance. Come with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm
Why
gonna
not-
go find like a good corner for us, and I'm gonna give them each a scroll paper, and some ink and a pen, and then I am going to open up my book.
Okay.
And I am going to write to the dark elf in it, and I'm going to say, I have found the crystal. It described to me how to make the device.
As you write, I have found the crystal, your book disappears. It just disappears. And burned onto the wood where you had it is a stigmata that is glowing bright purple. You watch as the stigmata rips itself free of the wood and begins to float around the room before flinging itself right onto your forehead. All of the spells that you were aware of are now in your brain. However, the book is gone, and you have a glowing stigmata on your forehead.
Fuck, that's not noticeable.
What the hell? We gotta get you a hat.
This is not how this was supposed to go.
So you wanted us to draw something?
No, just give me the scroll so I guess that plan is scrapped.
I still want to draw though.
Okay, do you see the stigmata on my head?
Yeah, draw the stigmata.
Go for it. I don't give a shit.
Well, if you don't need me, I mean, I took a lot of damage, man. Like that guy
When?
really fucked me up. So
Oh.
I need to like find a place to lie down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a long rest, so I need to lie down too.
I
Yeah,
assume where you were drawing was your guys' cabin. There are 4 hammocks, two lined up in each spot. So like there's a bottom and a top hammock on either side of
I
the
call
room.
top.
Liza hops in the top on the right side.
I call top too.
Seth hops in the top on the left side. Liza, roll me a con check.
I rolled an 11 on the dice.
You cannot make it into that top hammock. You are way too badly injured.
Oh no.
Wait, you get the
Liza.
modifier, don't you? For con?
Yeah,
Yeah.
con save.
Con save, yeah,
Yeah.
you get a 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah, you can make it up there then.
I took like a shitload of damage.
You hurt getting up there, but you get in there.
Okay.
You guys just gonna all rest, hopefully safe on the boat?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a short rest, and then later in the night I want to go like talk to people and see if I can find anything to wrap across the top of my head, so I'm not walking around like a scarred freak.
Okay. You guys are resting. Anything you're doing, Rotisserie?
I want to pluck a feather from my right wing, and I'd like to slide it under the door of the guy that got all upset, and then say sorry. And then I would like to leave.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You guys sleep. Erdry, you wake up part of the way through. You pretty easily find they've got a bunch of crates of like not shady at all, things that could be used to obscure faces, like masks and headbands and just things that if maybe somebody wanted to go about unseen, they would wear over their face. And they offer, any of them of your choice for the bargain price of 5 gold, which is a huge ripoff, but they can tell you really want it covered.
Okay, I want to try to get 2 things then from them. I want to get something that when I'm just like hanging out, being Erdry, not killing anyone or trying to hide my face, just some sort of tie thing that ties around and ties into the pony knot thing I have.
Okay.
Just something that covers the whole head right here where the thing is. And then I want to get something that I can't think of what they're called, but they like sit around your neck and you can pull them up.
Oh,
it goes
like
up
a
to right here.
bandana.
A bandana, but not like a tie, like just the circle fabric that you can put over your whole head.
Oh, okay.
and then pull
Yeah.
up. One of those.
Okay. So you get your bandana that's not a bandana.
Yeah.
And you get that. and they only charge you another 2 gold since you bought both of the things.
Okay.
So 7 gold total. They give them to you. The headband they give you is a muted gray with a little bit of like red thread in the inlay on it. And then the face covering you get is a sort of dirty gold, almost marigold colored, like a yellowish gold.
Okay.
Neither of which is particularly eye-catching or pretty, but that's kind of the point. They just sort of, your eyes float right past them as though they're part of the background rather than something you'd look at. So in both cases, while wearing those things, going unnoticed will give you a +2 bonus for stealth or disguise. Not for using disguise self, though.
Right. Just, yeah. I get what you're saying.
You get that pretty easily. The boat is making good headway. It's probably going to make a journey that should take 3 days in less than 2. And it's cruising along the water. There are no storms, apparently. So you guys are just going along. The rest of this journey is going to be mostly uneventful. What are you doing while you're on board?
I want to see if I can ask somebody who the Tabaxi noble was on the other ship that was attacking us, if they know.
Or are we awake now?
Yeah, you guys are each going to have an opportunity to tell me one thing that you're doing or 2 things that you're doing for the rest of the journey. It can be training, it can be gathering information, it can be just sleeping, it could be sharpening weapons or trying to find something, whatever you want. So Seth is going to be working on the story of that Tabaxi guy.
Okay.
Erdry, what are you going to do?
I want to spend quite a bit of time inside the cabin, just meditating on the thing on my head, just seeing if it's something that I just know or if I can access more information from the book, that type of thing.
Liza?
Liza's just gonna practice her lute and, just hang out.
Okay. And Risky?
The rotisserie will be asking Erdry and investigating the weird, was it mail or whatever, what I stole from the other ship?
Oh, yeah. It's more of a fabric that feels like it's metallic.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with Seth. Seth, you get a little bit of a breakdown of what's been going on in your homeland. So that guy is known as Tzu, Tzu. He is a Tabaxi nobleman who is backed by the Clea Empire to become the next leader of Egypt. So the great Sphinx who rules Egypt is gone, died. And for the first time in the history of the country, they found that the soul torch that shows that the Sphinx's soul has been passed on had disappeared from the world and destroyed their whole system of government because however the Sphinx was supposed to be reincarnated got messed up somehow. With that, they decided to nominate all the different noble clans and have a king's moot to decide who would lead the country in the place, right? Tzu is not a particularly well-liked noble, but he has the backing of the Clea Empire, probably because they want to puppet him to run the Egypt government. He does have as much a claim to the throne of Egypt as any of the other nobles do, but a lot of people are aware he's in Clea's pocket, so he's not super well liked. But he has lots of military power at his disposal. He's very dangerous himself. He's killed more than a few of his rivals in challenges to direct combat. And on top of that, there's rumors that he's just buying off the nobles that he can't kill in the Kingsmoot. There are some other rival clans, but none have really the backing to beat him right now. So it's believed that when he arrives in Egypt for the Kingsmoot, only like a month or two out, he'll probably end up leading the country. So that's what you learn about him and the state of your country. Liza, you are able to chill and practice. You get your spell slots back, obviously, and everything. You are, I guess we'll say, coming into sort of a sharper focus than everybody else with the fact that time has sort of jumped forward. It's not affecting you as bad, we'll say, because you're just go with the flow as a bard. You're just kind of letting it be. Urgery, you take your...
She rolled a nat 20 for...
I was gonna
whatever
say I wanted to
that
write
would be.
I wanted to write my own song,
Oh,
and then I rolled a nat 20.
you should have said it before you rolled.
Well, you
But
were
I'll let
talking.
you write a song. Fine.
Toss a
write a
coin to
song.
your bird.
No,
Oh, well, I
not
was
about
gonna be very
not about
impressed.
not about rotisserie.
Oh, Valley of Cats.
You write a song about the four companions of Dormarchus, lost to legend, and you have the some of the crew members who are more familiar with the story of the great Dormarchus help you with what apparently is the mythologized versions of you. Rotisserie, you take the linen to Urgery.
Mm-hmm.
And Urgery is going to be able to identify it. You don't have to roll Arcana. You're spending days working on this stuff. It is a light armor. And what it allows the wearer to do is they can swap one resource into another twice a day. Meaning that if you have spell slots and some other charge of something, you can swap your spell slots into that other thing. So say you are an Eldritch Knight, you could move one of your Battle Master, I can't remember what it's called, die into a first level spell slot. Or a monk could use one key point and turn it into a spell slot, or a spell slot and turn it into a key point. A bard could use one bardic inspiration and turn it into a spell slot. So basically that's what it does. Otherwise, it acts exactly as normal light armor does. So it is going to be a 13 plus dex is how much AC it'll give you. And it seems to have the ability to cut in half damage taken from a dark source. So like black magic, infernal magic, things like that.
So that basically what Urgery told me.
Yeah, that's what Urgery filled you in on.
So can I make one of my rages into fireball thing?
You could turn a rage into a spell slot, but you don't have any spells that you can cast with it.
Like level 5 spell.
No.
Giant fireball.
You could use, it goes double for each step up. So 2 rages would give you a 2nd level spell slot. 4 rages would give you a 4th level spell slot. 8 rages would give you a 5th level, right?
Oh, I really didn't actually think that would.
If you were
work.
to go through the trouble of getting a high-level spell by spending 5 levels to get there or 10 levels to get there. It is more than a fair trade to give you that.
I was mainly just being obnoxious to Erdry.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, I didn't think I would ever be able to use that at all. Because I
You
don't
know-
even want armor anyways.
Probably Liza could use that because we did just watch her armor evaporate after, I don't know what it was trying to do to her, but it couldn't have been good. I don't think she has armor though.
But I can't cast Fireball with it.
No, you don't know how. Does any part of you know how to cast Fireball?
It's magic. Fireball is magic.
Right, are you magic?
No, but if I put magic on, that makes me magic.
No, it makes what you have on magic.
Exactly.
I feel like you're missing the core concept.
Fireball.
Still not working. Also, if it did work, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
I'm actually going to put it on and try it. Or just yell Fireball.
Roll me Arcana.
Oh, fuck. Really? That's a 20.
A nat 20?
No, just normal 20. Not 18, though.
Okay. Nothing happens. I was for a moment very worried. Like, come on, don't do this to me, guys.
Okay, well,
I would just give it to Liza. Or I don't know if Seth has armor. I think he does, but I know Liza doesn't.
are you guys dating now?
No. I just had to lie to you because if I would have told you it was Liza, you would have been in the middle of that crowd. You're like, why does Liza look like a dwarf? And you would have totally given our whole thing away. So I had to lie to you. I'm sorry.
If you told me that she looked like a dwarf beforehand, then I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and how could I have? You still would have yelled. No matter what, there was a scenario that you would have given it away unless I lied to you.
Heh. Hey, I got laid, though.
Oh, shit.
And
really?
I got paid for it.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, who'd you fuck?
The weird stork lady.
Oh, not bad for a bird.
Really
mean-
good for a bird.
I mean, I'm like naturally attracted to birds, but I would have hit it, so I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually, she seems important. We should
Oh.
probably
How important?
enough that I could walk around the ship important.
Did anyone know you had sex with her?
Oh yeah, we're allowed.
I don't. That's either fine or really, really bad. Do you know what? Like, she wasn't like that prince guy's girlfriend or wife or anything, was she?
Who's the prince?
The tabaxi shooting fucking arrows at us.
What is the bird's not gonna date a cat.
You don't
That's
think
just
so?
weird. No,
We should ask Seth.
I don't know. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, but he would have like a better idea than us. We don't know much about that culture. You're
know
a bird, so you probably don't
Yeah.
ever go there. And
Yeah,
I'm an elf.
birds
so,
aren't gonna fucking go for the cat people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the cats are gonna definitely go for birds because they're fucking assholes.
Maybe it's a weird maybe it's a weird kink thing, you know? I'm just saying, if you fuck the prince's wife or girlfriend or whatever, and they know about it, that is not good for us.
Yeah.
But if not, I mean, either way, hell yeah, you know what I mean? We've gotten
Yeah,
in
it's
fights over
nice.
dumber. I feel like we've gotten in fights over dumber shit. So,
Fights over what? Wait,
uh,
who's gonna fight?
I mean,
I got laid.
yeah, you did. Let's go give that armor to Liza.
Okay.
Erdry, roll me 2 Arcana checks for your own little on the boat mission.
Arcane, where the fuck are you? 17 and 13.
17 and 13. With the 13, you don't get much. You get a bit of a searing pain when you try and focus on it. With the 17, however, You manage to sort of connect with it without the awful pain of it digging back into your own consciousness. You manage to sort of wrest more information out of it. All of the knowledge of that book is in there. You fucking know it is. But it's hard. You're not used to like thinking like that, like as though there's a room in your head that you need to break into. But you are used to breaking into things. So you're not you've got ways to figure it out. You do manage to wrest a little bit of knowledge out of it. You learn a new spell. You learn Compulsion. It's a 4th level spell, and you can cast it once between long rests without using a spell slot now.
Wow. I didn't learn any spells.
Is it? What is it?
Fireball.
Is it any? Like, what is the spell?
Compulsion?
Yeah.
You'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Basically,
it's
you can
not one-
force
oh.
people.
So it's not one you made up. It's an actual spell.
It's an actual spell.
Okay. I was thinking it was one that because all the other spells we've kind of like just come up with. So okay,
Yeah.
I'll look it up then.
Yeah. Essentially, you're going to be able to force people to make a wisdom save or charm them, and you can make them move where you want them to move and things like that.
And it's a 4th level spell, and you said I don't have to use a spell slot for it.
You can once a day or once between long rests
Right.
use it without using a spell slot.
Cool. I understand.
Liza, you get the golden armor. Are you going to put that on?
Oh, hell yeah.
Immediately, it begins to constrict. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I-
kidding.
You lose half your health.
I was honestly like a little bit like, at least she'll definitely know better than to just put something on without checking it out first. But no, not yet.
Well, that's
No,
the
you're
purpose.
fine. It's a nice armor. It feels light. It doesn't slow you down at all. It's good stuff.
Is 13 plus
And-
dex?
You guys that's what you do throughout the journey, right? So none of this was immediate. This is stuff you figured out over time, things that you pieced together. As you pull up on the shore, you see a beautiful horizon with some great stone structures in the distance, and you're at the one of the major port cities of Egypt. You're not sure which one, because they're not sure which one. They know they're on the coast, but they don't know which one they hit. There's quite a few of them all along it. And as they're pulling up to dock, you can see that there's tons of tabaxi, and you're going to be able to jump into a market episode where there's a lot of stuff to buy.
Yeah.
And that is where we will end episode 24 of the Drunken Argonauts Origins campaign. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.